Question 5. The equation of a circle is x squared plus y squared plus 6x minus 2y minus 10 is 0. Find the centre and radius of the circle. So I would like to rewrite this as being x squared plus 6x, leave a little gap, y squared minus 2y, leave a little gap, minus 10, leave a big gap, equals 0. Because in those gaps, we are going to see here we've got a plus 6. Half of 6 is 3. Square that is 9. So to complete the square, we would add a 9 in there. But that changes the value of the equation, so I'm going to take away that 9 as well over there. Here we've got a minus 2. Half of minus 2 is minus 1. Square it is plus 1. So I need to take away 1 as well. And that's what I would do to turn that equation of a circle into something we can work with. So we've got x plus 3 all squared for our first bit. We've got y minus 1 all squared for the y part. And if we shove the numbers over to the other side, we've got 10 plus 9 plus 1, which is 20. So the centre is the point minus 3, 1, and the radius is, well, the radius squared is 20, so the radius is root 20, or 2 root 5, that's 2 root 5, isn't it? There we go, and that was 3 marks for that. And that's the kind of really standard circle question, isn't it? That is the start point of practicing to revise circles. Find the coordinates of any points where the line meets the circle. So to do that, we need to substitute in. Now, if you are confident that your equation that you found here is brilliant, you can sub it into that equation because that's a little bit quicker. If you have any doubt at all, sub it into the equation that they've given you so that you're not making any mistakes with that. So in part 2, I'm going to do that. Y is 2x minus 3. I'm going to sub that in. So I'm going to do x squared plus y squared plus 6x minus 2y minus 10 is 0, giving me x squared plus 4x squared minus 6, so minus 12x plus 9 plus 6x minus 4x plus 6 minus 10 is 0. Let's collect together like terms. We've got 5x squareds. We've got minus 12 plus 6, so that's minus 6, minus 4, so that's minus 10. And we've got 9 plus 6, which is 15, take away 10 is 5, equals 0. So actually we've ended up with x squared minus 2x plus 1 as our quadratic, and that's a lovely quadratic because that is x minus 1 all squared, so x equals 1. The question said find the coordinates, so we need to find the y value that goes with it. Y is 2 lots of 1 minus 3. Makes much more sense to put it into the straight line than into the circle to find out that value, so that is minus 1. Actually, yeah, I mean, it is a thing. I think one person did this. Bear in mind, if you put x equals 1 back into the circle equation, then there is a danger there. You will get 2 values, won't you, of y? And of course, one of them is nonsense, because one of them doesn't fit the straight line. Only one of the 2 values fits the straight line, so you have to be careful then to reject one. Anyway, much more efficient to put it into the straight line, and there's the point of intersection. Part 3 said, what does this tell you? State what can be deduced from your answer to part 2 about the line and the circle. Well, you only got one point of intersection. And what that tells you is that the line is a tangent to the circle. Be careful about how you phrase it, because you can't say the line only crosses the circle once, because the line doesn't cross the circle. It just touches the edge of the circle. They did allow you to say they they only intersect, or they only touch once. But be really careful about phrase. I think, just phrase it as being the line is a tangent to the circle. Maybe we should say at the point 1 minus 1, but you'd get it without saying it 1 minus 1. There we go. And that's